In the quiet and friendly town of Greenfield, everyone was acquainted with each other and loved discussing current events. News traveled swiftly through the community. The streets were adorned with lovely houses, beautiful gardens, and kind-hearted individuals. When Olivia, a woman in her 30s who preferred solitude, moved to the area with a massive snake named Apollo, people immediately began gossiping. They couldn't comprehend why someone would choose to live with such an unusual companion, and concerns about their own safety arose. Olivia found a snake to be the perfect low-maintenance companion for her small home. Unlike her neighbor's noisy dog, the snake never caused any trouble or showed aggression. Despite this, her neighbors constantly warned her for no reason. Initially, Olivia kept her python in a secure enclosure with a heat lamp, following standard reptile care. However, feeling increasingly lonely, she wanted to deepen their bond. Inspired by her neighbor's distant relationship with her dog, Olivia got an idea. In an effort to strengthen their bond, Olivia made a daring choice. She began sleeping with Apollo coiled around her, like a cozy and living blanket that embraced her entirely. Each night they would cuddle in Olivia's bed, experiencing a tranquil and profound sleep, unlike anything she had ever experienced before. But over time, Olivia noticed worrisome changes in Apollo's behavior. He lost interest in meals, even his favorite rabbit, and became restless. Olivia wondered what was happening. Apollo stayed on her bed, refusing to eat and displaying unusual restlessness when Olivia tried to move him back to his enclosure. Olivia grew concerned about his health and the peculiar change in his appearance overnight. Determined to address the issue, Olivia decided to consult Dr. Hans, a skilled veterinarian known for caring for exotic animals. As Olivia arrived at the veterinarian clinic, Dr. Hans couldn't help but be amazed by the size of Apollo and the evident bond between Olivia and the snake. He marveled at their unique connection. After Olivia explained the situation, Dr. Hans agreed to examine Apollo and suggested conducting an ultrasound to investigate any unusual ingestion. Dr. Hans performed tests, including blood work and an X-ray. While conducting the ultrasound, his expression turned serious, escalating Olivia's anxiety. What had he observed? The veterinarian began asking Olivia about Apollo's eating and sleeping patterns. It was at this point that Olivia revealed their nightly bonding routine. With a composed demeanor, Dr. Hans delivered unsettling news. He decided to show her the ultrasound results. As Olivia looked at the ultrasound, she struggled to comprehend what she was seeing. Apollo's stomach appeared empty, leaving her puzzled about the issue. The veterinarian then inquired if the snake typically stretched out alongside her and coiled around her while she lay in bed. Olivia nodded in confirmation, her desperation evident. Dr. Hans continued, explaining, "You see, Apollo's stomach is completely empty, which is highly unusual for a snake of his size. I believe he has been preparing his body for a large meal, and that's why he hasn't been eating." Snakes possess the remarkable ability to unhinge their jaws and consume prey much larger than themselves. Olivia couldn't believe it. She stammered desperately, "But what could he possibly be preparing to eat? I've offered him various foods and he has rejected them all." Dr. Hans hesitated, casting a glance at the massive python before locking eyes with Olivia. With a grave tone, he revealed his concern, saying, "Miss Greenfield, I think Apollo has been sizing you up as his prey." By stretching out alongside Olivia, Apollo had been evaluating her dimensions. Unbeknownst to her, he had been practicing how to approach his next substantial meal. He had patiently awaited the perfect opportunity to capture his prey. Leaving the vet clinic with Apollo, Olivia felt a mix of fear and heartbreak. She struggled to accept that her beloved snake might pose a threat. Dr. Hans warned her about Apollo's predatory behavior and advised finding a new home for him. Returning home, Olivia devised a plan to test Apollo, using a mannequin with her scent and concealing herself in a corner of the room. After some time, she observed, Slowly he began to coil around the motionless figure, each loop tightening. The cracking sound shattered her denial. Apollo had been preparing to consume her all along. After realizing the significance of her own safety, Olivia made the tough choice to reach out to an exotic pet rescue center. With a heavy heart, she arranged for them to find a new and appropriate home for Apollo. She came to the understanding that despite their strong connection, Apollo was ultimately a wild animal guided by powerful instincts. It was a realization for Olivia that she could never fully let her guard down around him. Painful as it was, she recognized the importance of taking action to protect herself. Thanks for watching.